Hello, guys. So we have been reading this really cool story of the dot, and Miss Latham read that to you yesterday, and we talked about some things that happened in the beginning of the story, the middle of the story, and the end of the story. Now, today we're going to switch what we're talking about because we're going to talk about the main character of the story. Now, we know that Vashti here is our main character. She is the one that we talk about most in the story, and she's the one that we see most in the story, okay? So we're going to talk a little bit about how her character changed over the course of the story. Now, I thought you would enjoy getting to see someone else read the story, so I'm going to share my screen really quickly, and I'm going to let you all hear the story a different way, okay? So here we go.
The Dot by Peter H. Reynolds. Art class was over, but Vashti sat glued to her chair. Her paper was empty. Vashti's teacher leaned over the blank paper. "Ah, a polar bear in a snowstorm," she said. "Very funny," said Vashti. "I just can't draw." Her teacher smiled. "Just make a mark and see where it takes you." Vashti grabbed a marker and gave the paper a good, strong jab. There. Her teacher picked up the paper and studied it carefully. She pushed the paper toward Vashti and quietly said, "Now sign it." Vashti thought for a moment. "Well, maybe I can't draw, but I can sign my name." The next week, when Vashti walked into art class, she was surprised to see what was hanging above her teacher's desk. It was the little dot she had drawn, her dot, all framed in swirly gold. I can make a better dot than that." She opened her never-before-used set of watercolors and set to work. Vashti painted and painted. A red dot, a purple dot, a yellow dot, a blue dot. The blue mixed with the yellow. She discovered that she could make a green dot. Vashti kept experimenting, lots of little dots in many colors. If I can make little dots, I can make big dots too. Vashti splashed her colors with a bigger brush on a bigger paper to make bigger dots. Vashti even made a dot by not painting a dot. At the school art show a few weeks later, Vashti's many dots were quite a splash. Vashti noticed a little boy gazing up at her. "You're a really great artist." "I wish I could draw," he said. "I bet you can," said Vashti. "Me? No, not me. I can't draw a straight line with a ruler." Vashti smiled. She handed the boy a blank sheet of paper. "Show me." The boy's pencil shook as he drew his line. Vashti stared at the boy's squiggle, and then she said, "Sign it." The end.
That is such a great story, isn't it, boys and girls? So today for your writing, like I said, we're talking about Vashti as a main character. Now, she changed quite a bit over the course of the story. So on your piece of paper, you are going to divide your paper in half, just like this. The top half is going to be a picture of Vashti at the beginning of the story. Now, Miss Latham told you that when Vashti first came to school, she wasn't very happy, and she was drawing these pictures, and she didn't like what she was doing. She didn't think she was a good artist. So when I am going to talk about her in the beginning of the story, I am going to draw her with a mad face. And I'm going to write that word mad. Help me. M, M, I, mad, d, 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 d. So at the beginning of the story, Vashti was really mad because she didn't think that she was a very good artist. Now, at the end of the story, I'm not going to write that she was happy. I think that she was very proud of herself because she learned how to draw things her way. So at the end of the story, I'm going to draw Vashti. I'm going to give her her eyebrows, and I'm going to give her a smile because, of course, she was happy, but she was also very proud of herself. So I'm going to draw my picture of Vashti. Now, you know, you all are better artists than Miss Latham. Miss Latham is not a very good artist, but I try my best. Make sure I get all the parts of her body. And I'm going to write the word proud. Good job. You got it. A P. Purr. Let me hear you. That's it. R. Good. Now this part is a tricky part. We have an O-U. Makes that ow sound. Proud. D, 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 d. What'd you say? Yes, D. Good job. You're going to write that word proud. Very good. So her character changed over the course of the story. I loved reading with you today, and I loved talking about the character of Vashti. And I'm going to see you again tomorrow. Tomorrow, you're going to love our story because we're not going to read the book, but I'm going to teach you a little song about the dot. Okay? So I'll see you tomorrow, and happy Wednesday. Bye, guys.